Okay, guys, I'm going to be looking to go to the DAX shortly. Been monitoring this for a few hours, and I needed it to kind of shorthand. Now, it's come down into a zone of interest, and the idea is I want to see it kind of retrace on itself and then take a run at the bigger move. Why? Because when I've started working this out, what I can kind of see is it's a bigger bear market, but the low time frames are selling. So the trade at this moment is a sell, but it's in the face of a buy. Now I'll kind of explain that through +1, -1. And I've got to be a little bit careful with it as well. So if I started at the hour, which is a nice chart to look at, what we'll see is it's kind of moved down and it's pulling itself against this particular move here. So the first thing I'll do is I'll zone this out. Now we can do that quite easily just with some fib markers. So there's our 50%. Whoops, sorry. Just change that so I can recognize it. That's the 50%. It's holding underneath the 50% at this moment in time. If it breaks through, it'll look to come here. And then the next crucial barrier is this one, what it's bouncing off with a view to get here. All right. So that's kind of using that move to map out where this market is moving. Now, my overall diagnosis is to sell it. Okay. Now, I have put this into the group as well, just so they can keep an eye on what I'm up to and one thing or another. And it actually comes because of what's going on here with Chris. So it's a little, I'm doing this for Chris actually. He's sort of waiting. Started having a look at this sort of half an hour ago because I wanted to revisit it. And anyway, my viewpoint is to sell it. So I'll be looking to sell the break of this. Okay. Now, +1, -1. Now, if I come up this way, what we'll see is that big motion down and then pushing up. But if I start putting on sort of basic indicators, what you'll see, we don't kind of need this one. We don't need that one. We'll look at the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger is coming off the bottom, pushing up. All right. So that's the bigger picture, which is why you're seeing kind of a difference on the chart. Now, there are other elements into this, sort of look at the dailies, look at the weeklies, etc. But you can see it's come up, but it is rejecting that moving average, and there is no real strength in this market. And you can see that because these have closed in. Okay. What's happening here? Well, this one's telling you it's the opposite way. So, got to be a bit careful in how you do it. So that's why I'm going to be in and out of this relatively quickly, because there's indecision between two time frames. Take it into 15 minutes. Well, this is where we're looking at. We're below this moving average. That has started to collapse in and it's flaring to the downside, showing strength to the downside. Okay, so get rid of them. So we know we're going to sell it. All right. Question is where and how? Well, we've got our markers in here. I can look for what's called a 5 candle count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, so you got them there. And they're all clustering around here. So what I would do is I would set the ball rolling in and around this particular level. Just put an order there for it to slam down into it. And each time this moves higher, I'll move the order with it so it can get a better price, if you like. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to put the order in now. So it's going to be a sell order. We're going to put it a little bit down slightly. Kabush. Just drop that in. Now we need to look at the targeting system. Well, it comes from its ATR. So we look at your ATR and you can work it out. It's currently got an ATR of 213, give or take. And we're looking for 24 pips. Sort of shade over on sort of 10% of a move, sort of 7 or 8%, that'll be fine. All right, so that's kind of what we're looking at. Okay, so from here, that's 31. So we'll just round it off, 25 pips, something like that. That'll do. Okay. Higher I can get that up, the easier this target comes. I'll keep very close eye on this level because I don't like trading into them per se. But because I'm ordering on the level, I'll be quite happy with that. If I can get this up, I'll probably take the profit out on the level when it comes back. Look for it to break and then re-enter. Okay, so that's kind of a premise of what's going on. Now, what about if I'm wrong? Well, if I'm wrong, there's the swing point. I've got a barrier here, I've got a barrier here, I've got a barrier here, one up there. So I'll have to hold that up through the range to above this because that's probably its locking point, which will put the stop up by that red mark. Now, you might think, fucking hell, how far is that away? It doesn't matter because it's a staged order. It actually, I want it to go up there and I want it to go against me. Why? It'll pay off in the long run. Now, some get it, some don't. People argue with me all the time. Fine. Crack on with the way you're going. If you're making a living, amazing. But if you're not, you've got no grounds to argue. Let the trade do its thing. It's all about homework, guys. Get your homework right, you're fine. And that means you can allow your trade to breathe. And the profit is just what you get on the other side. Follow the process. It's always process over money. And if you're putting money first, well, you're a fucking idiot. Right. So, let's get this process running and see how we go. Okay, guys, so that's the DAX done. I was on the phone, actually, so I had to take that. So a little salute to you there, Roadhouse. Lovely to chat to you. Anyway, as I was saying about this DAX trade, before getting rudely interrupted by the walking wonder here, who did bring the coffee.
And a biscuit.
And a biscuit, because we all know Scruffy likes a coffee, and he does as well. And he likes seeing the charts complete. Well, my premise of this going short was correct. It failed in and around here to retrace on itself. So it only really had one way to go, which was down. And that was the pressure wave that I'd already worked out. And then just targeted it effectively. Because you've got to bear in mind there is a travel of direction that you've got to take into account with spread. So I always set my target prior to that so it has room to cover the spread and hit the target. But look at where it stopped. Bang on the markers that I put in. Virtually to the pip. Now, anybody who follows me will see that these repeat over and over again. If you know how to... what's that? Oh, more phones ringing. If you know how to draw these levels in, that's half the battle. Then you just have to put your direction into place, stick with your conviction, and just hold the trade. And that's what you see day in, day out. So I have already taken the tickets out, but there's nothing running. Tickets are gone. And then there you go, 124 quid. This started about 10:15. And it's now coming on to 11. So about 45 minutes for 124 quid. And I'm quite happy. And as you can see, I've done quite well over the last couple of days. Will I trade much more? Well, no, because my wages is hit for the month. I don't need to. Just steady away, little by little, ka-bump, 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 ka-bump. And at the end of the month, you get paid. So if you're stuck, I'm very easy found. You see all my contact details below. If you want to sort of see trades before they're actually put onto camera, just come along the squad. I tell those guys exactly what I'm doing before I go to market. You know, they even ask me and they pick the market themselves. They say, Scruff, I'm looking at the FTSE. What do you think? I'll break it down for them. I'll tell them exactly what I consider the trade to be. And 9 times out of 10, I back it up with a trade. And on the 10 time out of 10, it's where I say, well, I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. But I always back it up. And I think there's not many who'll do that. So as always, guys, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all the next one.